What's up guys, Darkdally here, playing some Ghost Recon Wildlands today, and I wanted to do a little video about stealth gameplay without suppressors, for a few reasons. Partly because it's fun, also because a lot of the weapons that you get in the game don't have suppressors or an option to put one on. For instance, the guns that you get from the bosses. Now first I want to say that here in this first clip, I'm using no suppressed weapons. I'm using compensators on my assault rifle and my sniper rifle. Now you notice right here I am hunted because there's a guy on the other side of the wall who I just shot past. But as soon as I run up here and take him out, he's no longer a threat, and there's no more suspected or hunted or anything on your status. Now there's kind of four ways to approach stealth gameplay without suppressors. Four ways? Well, I have four clips. There's basically three ways to do it. This way here is completely unsuppressed, and it means you got to stay mobile. It means you're going to be hunted a lot. You're going to get engaged here and there. Like right here, I get engaged by, I quickly kill him. And then once I kill him and his little grenade explodes and the engaged goes away, it just goes back to hunted. But this first way pretty much involves being hunted the whole time. And all that means is staying mobile. I have a few of these runs, and the next clip will be one of those where I don't get seen at all. I'm hunted the whole time, but I never get seen. And it's fun. I like playing with the guns unsuppressed. I like the raw sound of the weapon, and of course the stats you get from using a compensator instead of a suppressor. See here, these guys, are hunting me, but because I stay mobile and I move around the base, they're not sure where to look for me, and you can usually come up behind them and, shoot them when they're looking the other direction. Or sometimes, they'll see you and you just shoot them, and then the engaged goes away, or sometimes even the hunted status goes away. Now in this clip here, this is a situation where there's a bunch of guys grouped up really close together. And here again, I'm running no suppressed weapons. I'm running a compensated assault rifle for this. It's the SR3M. It's kind of my personal favorite. That's what I'm using here. Now these guys are really close, bunched up together. And so the way I do this one is simply, I'm no expert. I'm not even the best at this game. I just want to show that unsuppressed stealth play is not only fun, but totally possible. Because I've had, I myself, when I first got the game, thought, man, this is so stupid because they give you these guns, but you can't use them because you can't suppress them. And then I've had people comment on my videos and say the same thing. And so I wanted to kind of post this in response that once I started playing around with the stuff, it's not that bad. See here, I killed that guy, and so now I'm hunted. Now, when I do this kind of gameplay, I generally don't use the drone because I want to stay mobile and I want to see my surroundings. So I generally use the rebel spotting skill to scope the guys out. See here, well, like right here, I know that they're going to my last position, right? So I know they're not going to see me where I'm at. So I'm able to circle around, and once I can get them all close enough, then I can pull up the rebel spotting, and I can see that, yeah, see, they're all going over that direction. So then it's a matter of circling around this way, picking off a few, and of course, don't forget, I almost forgot to say this, using sync shot. Making good use of sync shot with your squad is a great way to do it. Here, I say, okay, there's a group of like 6 guys there. So I can, have them, I can tag 3, then I can initiate it with a 4th shot, circle around from the other side, kill 1 guy, circle around from the other side. You can do it like that, and it's really, really actually pretty fun. And then, of course, there's also the thing of, this is kind of part 1. I want to do more on stealth with unsuppressed weapons. There's another part to this, and there's the, statistical side to it, where how much noise in a weapon equals what distance they can hear you from. For instance, you can snipe, and I will show this in the next clip, or the last clip. You can snipe from outside of a base, and as long as you're, a good 150 or so meters away, they're not going to hear you at all. So I killed those 2 guys. Now I got these 3, and this is easy. This is just a matter of marking 2 of them for sync shot, and taking on the 3rd guy with the stealth takedown because he's now looking for me where I was before. So I know a lot of people who play stealth like to play more carefully, but this is kind of fun because it makes you stay mobile, and it's not bad for smaller kinds of bases. I wouldn't do this at like, Unidad's, main operating base or anything. Now here, this is one of the other tactics, and this is the full-on rush. This is where you got a chopper you need to steal. So you mark as many as you can, and you take out the rest as you're charging in with your gun. And this is generally how I do the supply helicopters. I mark as many as I can, I shoot, I run in, and I take out the last guy. So this is kind of, I guess this is kind of a different way to do it without silencers. This is the way of, and I was a little far away initiating at that time, but that's kind of the thing. And I've even done it with 6 or 7 guys, where you pick off 4 instantly with sync shot, and then you charge in and just bull rush them. Now this is probably how most people would do it, and probably how most people do it. Here, I am using a main suppressed weapon, but her sniper rifle is not suppressed, and that's actually primarily what she's using. Her assault rifle is suppressed, the SR3M that she's using, it is. But you could just as easily use a pistol in its place. I could just as easily be doing this raid here with 2 unsuppressed weapons and just a pistol. She's taking 90% of the shots with her sniper rifle, which is unsuppressed. And the way this tactic differs is because I'm on the outside of a base slowly working in. And this is a pretty large base. This is the main base at San Mateo. There's 3 alarms here. There's a +5 skill point. I'm actually here to get El Pozzolero, who is the boss of San Mateo. So this is a pretty decent difficulty base. And this is actually a fairly careful tactic. See here, I'm occasionally sync marking some guys. I don't think I ever get hunted here. Basically, I'm getting suspected a lot, and so what I do is I say, okay, these 2 guys are kind of suspecting my shots, so let's go ahead and sync those guys out. And this is just this tactic of, again, she's using an unsuppressed sniper rifle for this, and it's just approaching from one side of the base, working your way in, staying far enough. See, now I've got everyone in my immediate vicinity dead, and now there's no one to even hear those shots. And then this guy actually snuck up on me. That guy actually snuck up on me. And I did pull out my assault rifle, which is suppressed and taken down, but I could have just as easily pulled my sidearm. For a sidearm in this, and I do use it a couple times, I'm using the Lady Killer. It's a cool little silenced pistol. My favorite pistol is the 5.7 USG. I'm using the Lady Killer because it's comparable, and it's engraved, and it looks really cool. And so, anyway, so this is simply the tactic of just starting from the outside of the base and working your way in. And as long as, you can stay a good distance from everyone, no one's going to even hear your shots. Here, I just keep getting suspected. So I was kind of angry, not angry, but it irked me that there were so many weapons you couldn't suppress. And I was like, why would you play with these? Why would you ever use these guns? Until I started doing it. And see here, I infiltrated this base, which is a fairly serious one. I only killed the guys I had to. I just worked my way from one side into the other. I didn't worry about doing shit I didn't have to do. And I get right to El Pozzolero and never get seen. And I did it mostly with an unsuppressed sniper rifle. Even firing an unsuppressed sniper rifle from inside of a base that has 3 alarms. Now, I took the alarms out, of course. I did take the alarms out because I was careful. You saw me shoot them all. But I never got a hunted status that would have set one off anyway as it happened. And then I like this shot. That's a pretty nice shot right there with the pistol. I was afraid that guy might see me with El Pozzolero in my arms. So guys, there's gonna be more to this, more stealth without suppressed weapons. I hope you like it, guys. My name is Darkdally. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content. I will catch you all next time.